What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB. So again, big shout out to my doggy, the king of coin. Or it's king for coming through with 100 large gyros. Bosh. Okay. So we got some diabolical news for the great unwashed masses right now regarding Terence Bud Crawford. Now, if you've watched this channel before on this topic, you'll know we covered that already. Obviously, Terence Crawford, after his victory parade, the Calvin Candymans from way back when, they caught him slipping, literally. And in this new report that comes out, it turns out, that Crawford was not only, he was pulled over and got the blicky in his face, not only on the night of him getting these mayoral awards or getting a key to the city, but literally on the way home. That's how crazy. That's how you know it's Calvin Candyman. He was on the way home from the event. I swear down to you right now. He's on the way home from the event, and the Calvin Candymans, they was sitting up there plotting. Yeah, come on. What are the odds of that? Right, on the way home from his victory parade, the Calvin Candymans, they plotted up on his ass. That's what they did. Now, the allegations were, the filth, like they always do, they came out with a moody story. Oh, yeah, woo. Yeah, we saw the heater on the floor. Yeah. Crawford had the heater in the passenger footwell. That's what they alleged. Now, Terence Crawford's security officers come out and contradicted those claims, which makes sense. Who puts a heater on the floor, right? Now initially I thought, they must have got spooked. Crawford's mans or whatever got spooked and threw it on the floor. But if he was going to throw it anyway, he'd throw out the car, wouldn't you? So, and anyway, these cats, Crawford, everyone in the car that was carrying were legal, right? So I'm not even sure how you travel. How do you normally travel? I'm not from the States, yeah? I ain't with the Second Amendment like that. We in the UK, we cucked, man. All we got is the Gordon Ramsays, right? Anyway, I don't know. Are you supposed to put it somewhere? I don't know. But Terence Crawford's security guys come out now and explain the situation. So let's get into this, because he says they're capping. He says there was no visible Blick 29. Yeah? That's what there was not. Here we go. Bosh.
Be a man who can receive his second key to the city and have a firearm pulled on him by the Omaha Police Department all in the same day. Imagine that.
Qasim Shabazz is shaken up.
Man, I thought we were getting ready to lose our lives.
Being the head of Terence Crawford's security, Shabazz has seen a lot, but nothing like this.
Oh man, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Early Sunday morning, Crawford and his team were leaving an after-party following his parade. According to police, they pulled their vehicle over near 12th and Cass Streets for reckless driving. That's where...
So you hear that one there as well, like I said earlier. They pulled him on the way home from it. So come on, man. Statistically speaking, probabilistically speaking, what are the chances of that? Come on, man. Yeah? Calvin Candy's mans were plotted up in the bacon mobile. Yeah, like this. They was watching it. Yeah. We gonna get this uppity Nick. That's what we fixing to do, man. Yeah? For our great granddaddy, we gonna get his ass, man. We gonna get his black ass. That's what they said. I heard the audio tapes leaked. Yeah? I got a source deep inside the Omaha Police Department. Omaha PD, man. They put me on. They was like, yeah. We fixing to cook one tonight. That's what we fixing to do. And they came in there riding on their horses. That's what they did, man. Come on, man. It's 2025. Yeah? This ain't no 1812 type tip. I don't care what no one says. Oh, yeah, but come on. I told you before. Crawford, he ain't even into the tweaking. Crawford's known. He ain't into the liquor. He ain't into the tweaking. He does love a brass. I'm going to be honest. That's what I've heard. Yeah, he's partial to a brass or two. Those are his. I think all men have a vice. I'm yet to meet one who don't. Yeah, I'm yet to meet one who don't. He got a vice, man. His vice, he loved brass. Does Crawford. That's the truth. He loved a brass. I'm just going to tell you right now, but listen. That's not illegal. It might be, actually, but you get the point. He weren't pulled over for loving a brass. He was pulled over allegedly for being white girl wasted. Yeah? Oh, he was doing this, he was doing that. I just don't think it's likely, man. I guess, listen, maybe he did like bezzing. Either way, though, you ain't got to do all that. Crawford was like, what did he say? The policeman goes, don't reach for it. And that saying, don't reach for it, is a pretext. Yeah? That gives him reasonable doubt before he sends your ass to your maker. You see that one there? Yeah? Don't reach for it is a pretext for sending your black ass to meet your maker. That's the truth. Don't reach for it. I've seen it about... Come on, man. You've seen them videos, yeah? It is a pretext to what comes next. Because he can say... All the filth have to say is that they was in fear for their lives and they walk. That's it. Don't reach. Big panic. Everyone panics then as well. You've got to bear that in mind. When a cop with a gun in your face shouts, don't reach, you're like, you know what's coming next. So you're like, you heard Crawford. Crawford's like, I ain't reaching. And this is a cat. Crawford's a cat who... He's probably one of the calmer cats. So if you get one of these low IQ knuckleheads, you say don't reach and they anticipate their adrenaline drops, they're liable to just go buck wild, and that's what they was hoping for. Yeah? I think you're supposed to keep your hands on the steering wheel. But when someone says don't reach and you ain't moving and you think you're predicting what's coming next, you kind of panic. Next thing you know, the hammer's going off. And it's one of them. Yeah? Next thing you know, Terence Crawford. He on his people's shirt. You see that one there? Come on, man. That's what the filth were fixing to do. The filth were fixing to put the 2-time undisputed champion on his people's shirts. That's what they was fixing to do. Anyway, let's get to some more of this.
Where things took a dark turn.
And as soon as he said he had a firearm, the police officer that was on his side became unhinged.
Police immediately drew their weapons.
So, Crawford, apparently in Omaha, if the filth pull you over, you have to disclose that you're packing. That's part of the law. You have to make it aware, which is fair enough. But that in itself, as an experienced policeman, that should be a good flag, right? Because if your name is Pablo El Chapo Escobar, you ain't going to tell him that you with it. That's what you're not going to do, right? Who would do that? What law-abiding what criminal is going to hot up their operation? It's only likely to be civilians who are legal carriers who are going to let you know that they got it. So that really, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. Someone being honest about something, it gives them credibility. Now, I don't know the police procedure, and I can kind of empathise with it. I kind of get it. I don't care whether it's legal or not. Yeah, you got the heat, so I'm getting mine out. Because I ain't fixing, you best believe it. I'll be the last one going tonight. You'll be going before me type tip. We understand that, and I don't know the regulations here. I think because it's a celebrity, it probably blows it up. And given the fact that it happened on the same night, there's no doubt this was a setup. A humiliation ritual. Yeah? You heard Crawford. His voice broke. He went, I ain't reaching, y'all. Whoop-de-whoop. That's what he said. I feel to get the video up right now. That's what I feel to do. Let's get it right now. That's what you're fixing to do. Let's get it right now. Terence Crawford. Gunpoint. Just to hear the audio. Here we go.
Step out.
I'm opening the door. You can take mine off of me right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun,
bro.
Step out.
Yeah. Why are you so quiet for? That's pissing me off. That's bare quiet. Let's try again.
Don't watch me. Just don't step out.
I'm opening the door. You can take mine off of me right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro. Step out.
It's interesting actually. I've just seen this frame here. It's crazy, man. So Crawford says I'm getting out. He's got his hands in the air.
Don't watch me. Just don't step out.
I'm opening the door. You can take mine off of me right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands. up.
So you can just about make it out there. You probably can't see it, but that's Crawford's hands. He's got his hands right in the air. Right, he's getting out the car. He's got his hands right up. That there is his hands. You can see it move there, in fact. Those are his fingers right here. His hands are up, right?
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro.
Hands are right here. I'm not reaching for no. That's wicked, man. They humiliated this cat. That's what they did, man. Calvin Candy and his mans. They humiliated this cat. That's what they did. Come on. He got his hands like this. I ain't reaching for no gun. Come on, people. Come on.
Can I move my phone?
It's the energy as well. The security guy describes it as unhinged. You can hear it. So Crawford's being all... End of the day, we've got to be honest, he's estrogenic. He's fighting for his life right there. Right? But the officer's getting off on it. What's he say again? He says something like... So Crawford's all estrogenic. If you can read the room, you'd know that this guy's shook. You'd know Crawford was shook, end of the day. But the filth, they get off on that. Yeah? He probably went home and had a wank over it. Honestly, that's what these men are on. I'm not even playing with you. They live for this shit. That's the truth. They live for it. They think, I'm just telling you, man. Because if you can see a man saying, I ain't reaching, he's got his hands in the air, why are you acting like you're... What's that cat's name again? From Chicago. What's the gangster from Chicago? I forgot his name now, but you get the point.
Yo, I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro. Step out. Can I move my phone?
Step out. Like his cock's 50 foot long. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Alright, so we've watched that again now. Let's get back to this report.
Pointing a gun at Shabazz and the pound-for-pound champ.
I literally have my hands on top of the ceiling and the inside of the vehicle.
According to police, an officer had identified a firearm on the floor of the vehicle, causing officers to draw their weapons. Kasim says it went down differently.
He never see a pistol, he never see a firearm anywhere. They didn't even see the firearm on me because of the way I was positioned in the vehicle.
Shabazz, Crawford, and 3 others were taken out of the vehicle and put in handcuffs. A short time later, they were released with a driving citation. Then, a video of the incident started circulating on social media.
I was briefed this morning and my heart sank, to be quite honest.
Earlier this afternoon, we caught up with Mayor Ewing and asked him to share his thoughts.
I was heartbroken that something that was so good would then have...
So just quickly, you heard the security cat say that there was no gun. I think he goes on to mention about there wasn't no gun in the well, actually. But this jigaboo mayor here, the mayors and all the government officials, they ain't going to do nothing, man. Because the filth is an extension of their power and control. They need them. That's what they need, for sure. Because if it kicks off with the masses, yeah, you best believe it. See that one there? If it kicks off with the masses, these men here, yeah, these Kabbalistic men here, they know that the filth are going to be the ones that keep them alive, end of the day. That's why you never hear, come on, man. You never hear about none of them, man, going down for nothing. Very rare. And if it is, it's probably fake as well. If you do hear, in the instance you do hear about something happening, a policeman doing something wrong and being done for it, it's probably a fake story. It's probably all been engineered, man, to make you believe that there is some justice in this wicked plane, of which there is none. You see that one there? Look at this Sambo here, man. Come on.
an issue that would potentially have people concerned about police-community relations.
Mayor Ewing says he called and talked to Bud following the incident and offered him this.
The most important thing I think that Bud and I talked about is that we would have a thorough investigation and that we would be completely transparent in that investigation.
There was no reason to have drawn guns on us. That no matter how prepared you are, no matter how calm you are, if you run into a rogue police officer who wants to escalate, then he's going to escalate.
For the record, Omaha police are reviewing what happened this morning as part of an internal investigation ordered by the police chief.
That investigation will go absolutely nowhere. Well, in fact, I tell a lie. Sometimes, if you're a celebrity, it can go a bit different. It can. I'm going to be honest here. It could go a bit different. Right. It could go. Someone could get reprimanded here, actually. If you're Joe Blow, you got no hope. If he was Joe Blow, his head would be blown off. That's for sure. There'd have been 3 bodies in that car, no doubt about it. But if you're the celebrity class, they might think, yeah. I doubt it though. He might get, I don't know, some sort of suspension. He's not going to get struck off. I don't even know. It appears to be. It's not normal process. Otherwise, you'd just say, well, that's what we do. We pull it out and we stick it right on you. Yeah? But then no one's saying that. So it implies to me that that isn't normal procedure. You ain't supposed to lead with the hammer. And I get both sides, though. I do get both sides. If I was a policeman, I couldn't do that job, so fair play to them. But I couldn't harass the masses. Couldn't do it, sorry. I'd rather be poor. I'd rather get my credits, man, than be a police officer. Fair play to them. I couldn't harass the masses, is the truth. Couldn't go around. I couldn't be a bailiff either, just harassing the masses. Just bullying and harassing the masses. I wouldn't even mind if the police, like, where are the Epstein files at? If they was doing that and then doing a bit of harassing of the masses, you'd say, okay, it's one of them. But they never shoot. I like shooting up. I don't like shooting down. Does that make sense? I want to shoot up. These man, the filth, they mainly shoot down. That don't mean that people at the bottom don't do things wrong, but at least there's got to be some balance there. Yeah? In the States, I think everywhere actually, the law, they have that woman, don't they? And it's like, justice is supposed to be blind, but it's never the case. Because if you're on, there's no justice there. Ask your man, Donald Trumperberg. Right? Ask Donald Trumperberg where the justice at. On the files, he said he was fixing to put out there. Where they at, man? Where they at? Come on. Yeah? Why don't that Mr. Calvin Candy cats, where they at, man? Do you understand? Why aren't they in the mix? Having to go on Trumpowitz? Because it's easy to harass the masses. Okay? So I can't respect it. Now, don't get me wrong. There'll be some just officers out there and more power to them, but the majority of them are pork tastiques. Yeah? And they get hard on. Most of them, we've heard about it before, they're picking up kind of prostitutes and whatnot, shagging them. They know the prostitutes are on the rock. Yeah? If you're selling box for rock, you got enough problems. Do you understand that one there? Right? But what they do is, these demons, they drive around, they think, yeah. They catch the trick working the streets. And then they say, yeah, suck this for a minute. Otherwise I'm taking you to jail. That's just a fact, man. I'm telling you how they get down. That's the truth. There's been cases in the UK of it happening as well. But especially in the States, that's what they're doing, man. Abusing the masses. So they don't get no favours from me, man. And when it's their time to be judged, you best believe it. They will be judged for that kind of, come on, man. The very bottom of society. Anyway, I'm not sure we'll even do another video, but hopefully it kind of works out. Yeah, it's one of them ones, isn't it? What can you do? What you can really do. I saw some cat as well. There was this pro-Palestine cat, and the filth turned up to his yard and arrested him for posting someone on social media. And I'm thinking, a lot of people think, yeah, the military, yeah, the police. Them man will be the same as the alleged mustache man dons. I don't know about that. But anyway, for argument's sake, let's go based on the alleged narrative. You know the mustache man dons? Yeah? Same thing. Right? That story is fake, allegedly. But for whatever, for argument's sake, right? For the masses' sake. For Joe Blow masses, who think it was real. The mustache man dons, they just follow orders. They ain't got no... Most of them don't have no agency like that. They're cucked. They're told what to do. They've been indoctrinated. They've had some bold geezers shouted in their ears since they was 18 years old. And that's the bottom line. They're told what to do and they go and do it. We see it now as well in the States again with ICE and whatnot. Just harassing the masses. No warrants, covered their face up. You see that one there? And you can argue, well, IB, they're only getting the dirty whatevers. But it don't stay like that for long. Once these cats get that kind of power, it creeps. And before you know it, we're all living under that rule. Before you know it, masked men with no warrants are knocking everyone's door in for whatever reason. It's a slippery slope. Anywho, Let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe. Check out my Patreon. Yeah, if you're into political conversations, X-rated conversations, J conversations, you know what to do, man. Click this button right here and put me on. Cancel that HBO Max, man. Cancel that Netflix, Jflix. Cancel that Amazon Gime. Get rid of it, man. You need a YB. That's what you do need. No doubt about it, Johnny. Bosh.